Hey there, truckers and trekkies. So, back in January, I think it was, is when I said that I wanted to take and every 2 months put out a special, bigger project other than just figures or something like that. I did the Borg chamber, the Klingon transport ship, uh, the Argo uh, vehicle, and we did the Peregrine fighter. Now, obviously, because of things that have happened this year, I am way behind. I lost almost 2 weeks of being able to do anything. I literally had 10 days of, I just had to sit around and exist during the hurricane. Um, so yeah, I've lost a lot of time this year on other things, but we're gonna squeeze in one more, and we're gonna kind of go back to the well that we visited with the Klingon transport. We're gonna go back to that well a couple of times because the 2022 Buzz Lightyear movie that came out provided us with some really fun stuff that fits the Star Trek figures, the 5-inch figures, super well. Let's take a look at this real quick. This is the plasma drill from the Buzz Lightyear movie. It's a 3-legged big. It looks it's supposed to be for drilling, obviously. Got a seat here. Got this sort of gun-looking mechanism thing up here. Apparently, this does come off. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Speaking of which, I'm going to grab my knife. We're going to take this out of the box. Okay, got that out of the box, and got Mr. Worf set up inside there. That looks so good with him just sitting in there. This takes and you spread out the 3 legs like so. The neck here stretches out so that you can have it be actually quite tall. And got 2 little blaster deals. This cover comes off so that the actual gun piece here can be disconnected, and you can put that. See, there's the blaster, which we'll use those as phaser shots, because we're going to make this, we're going to turn this into a phaser turret. A Starfleet style phaser turret is what we're going to go for. Probably going to leave these parts off so I can paint them all separately. We'll just paint the whole thing here as one solid piece to get a base coat on it. And then I'm going to go in and do some detail work. We'll do some like gunmetal grays and silvers on some of this. Probably paint this tank yellow. Leave most of the rest of it sort of a gray metallic, start with the way that Starfleet typically looks. And I'll probably make a couple of stickers of some kind to stick on there, sort of Starfleet style. And we'll have us a nice, quick, simple Starfleet phaser turret. So I'm going to go get this base coated, and let's see how that looks. Okay, got the base coat on this. I have gone ahead and put a couple of coats on that little tank at the back because I'm using a sort of semi-transparent yellow on there. So I put a coat of white, just pure white, and then a coat of yellow, and it's going to need at least one more coat of yellow to give it a nice deep yellow color. But the only other thing I did paint beyond that was on the gun tip here. I went ahead and painted that gunmetal gray on the tip because I want to add some flashing on the tip of the gun, which I'll show you here in just a few minutes. I've got a couple of my metallic paints. I got the gunmetal gray. This is a brushed black that I'm going to be using for mainly for the seat. Got a plain silver, which I'll do on some of this equipment up here. Got dark gray and timeless gray. Here, these are both apple barrel paints. Just to use for doing some accenting on some of this. A lot of this I am probably going to leave the way that I got it, because I mean, I'm honestly quite happy with this color that I got. I put down a gray base coat, and then I did a silver sort of sprinkled overcoat. It's something that in the if you're in any of the prop groups, it's the trick of how they get like the tricorders to have the look that they have. Is that you take the can of silver spray paint and you spray it from high above so that it just gets a misting of silver sprinkles. And I don't know if it's going to show up real well. You can kind of see it at that angle in the camera. And so that it kind of gives it that Starfleet base coat. So really, a lot of what we're going to do here is just accenting. It does have in the cockpit area, it's got a little view screen, which I've got a sticker I made up. A tiny little LCARS sticker that we're going to put on there at the end. And other than that, I think that's pretty much going to be it. We'll get it painted, get it clear coated, put the sticker on, and it'll be ready to go. Okay, that's really about all the painting I'm going to do. Like I said, just kind of highlights and bringing out some of the tones. What I did on the gun was I used that metallic blue, which doesn't really show up on the camera very well. Did that around the tip of the gun, and then you go over it lightly with that pink, where the pink, sort of that metallic-y pink is, to give it that look of the gun flashing. I think is what they call that. So, hopefully this has been of interest to you. So how about we take a look at the finished product? Because you don't want to see me put one sticker on. I'm just going to go spray this with a clear coat and we're going to call it done. Does that sound good to you? Sounds good to me. All right, thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a simple thing, but it's just something cool to get to do. This week I have been posting a whole bunch of chairs, captain's chairs, and such on Patreon and on Thingiverse. The links for that are going to be down below. A lot of free stuff. If you are interested, go check out Thingiverse. All of those are free to get. And I've got a couple of free ones on Patreon just for becoming a member. You don't have to pay anything. It's free. There is some that you get for being a paid member. So if you were interested in that, check that out. You can see those on my Facebook and some of that on Twitter and other places, Instagram and all that kind of stuff. Links are down there. So yeah, this has been a good week. Thanks to all of the patrons. I can say words. Words are not that hard, but sometimes they are. I'll see you next time. Go make something. If you enjoy my videos and want to see more, please like, share, subscribe, and ring the bell icon. If you want to support me, you can find me on Patreon or go over to Zazzle for prints of my artwork, t-shirts, and other cool stuff. If you're still here, why? Do you want to jam out?